president of the Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association is recommending a tiered dynamic taxation system as a potential solution to the high cost of air travel within and to and from the region. Calling for a flexible approach to levying airline taxes, CHTA's president Nicola Madden-Greig said one of the major constraints facing Caribbean travel is the heavy burden of taxation, and governments could well consider successful revenue management tactics employed within the tourism and aviation sector.
If the governments were to look at a sort of maybe a two-tier dynamic taxing system, where instead of charging that top end $130 every day of the year on the tickets, in summer maybe you bring that down to $60, so that summer ticket price now is much more attractive and you can drive volume when the demand is low. So it's looking at how you could flex your tax policy in response to international demand, and where the traveler now would be able to benefit from that lower tax structure when the yield is less for those tickets. So I think it's a concept that could be explored. Quite a few ministers have come to me and said very like the idea of some of the airline executives. So I think it's something that needs to be looked at as an option instead of just no taxes or all the taxes. There's a way to do it that allows for flexibility, so you still can have some taxation on the front end, but when you need to drive demand, you can reduce those taxes.
Madden-Greig, the Jamaica-based Group Director of Marketing and Sales at the Courtly Hospitality Group, said she hopes to explore the dynamic taxation strategy at the upcoming Caribbean Travel Forum taking place at CHTA's Caribbean Travel Marketplace in San Juan, Puerto Rico on October 3rd.
We have our travel forum, which is on the 3rd of October. We will be having, for example, the Minister of Tourism from Jamaica. We'll also be having the Minister of Tourism from St. Lucia, as well as other delegates. And this is one of the topics that we are discussing, the whole issue of inter-regional travel, multi-destination travel. And one of the impediments has been taxation. So from a CHTA point of view, this is definitely something that I would like to explore and do more deeper research into this concept of a dynamic taxation strategy that destinations could consider, which would answer the call for a reduction in taxes, but not a reduction necessarily all the time. I know there would be some challenges from a technological point of view to implement it, from an airline systems, how they would manage it, and that's obviously a little bit more research to be done there. But it may not be a solution for the immediate, but it's a solution we can work towards too, which gives us that flexibility in terms of taxation and also gives our government the ability to be able to collect taxes as needed and not necessarily to put a full burden on every ticket across the 365 days of the year.
For the MPE Caribbean Report, I'm Bevan Springer.